Yo, what's up, guys? You guys want to see somebody stealing people's wallets and dropping their iPhones? Check out this clip.
I don't have my phone and my mom needs to pick me up, so can I use your phone?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Thank you so
That's FauziTube, and he's got some of the best prank videos on YouTube where you can watch him get into all kinds of trouble. Go ahead and click the link in the description to like him on Facebook and check out the channel for more hilarious videos. I promise you guys will not regret it. What up, YouTube? It's No Change, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my Cincinnati Bengals Connected Franchise Owner Mode. And as you guys can see here, we're taking a look at the standings for the entire NFL. If you guys remember in the beginning of the video, the Cincinnati Bengals were second in conference standings, or actually I'm sorry, NFL standings, second to the San Francisco 49ers. And we have a little bit of surprising standings right here. As you guys see, the Cowboys are 2-5, Falcons 2-4. You know, it's really surprising. And I get my first media question of the year. Peter Schrager asks, at the midway point, your team's in a good spot. How far do you think this team can go? And of course, I'm going to say that you just want to be in position to win the Super Bowl. And of course, for that to happen, you have to make the playoffs. And I know we can get there, okay? And the reason why I say that and not, I believe we're showing this is a Super Bowl caliber team, is because we've had some really lucky games, okay? And as you guys saw in the Patriots game, the cardiac cats didn't come through, and I don't know that that won't happen at any given Sunday, you know what I'm saying, or Monday. As you guys see, Giovanni Bernard is rocking a face maskless helmet right there. So he's going to be good to go this Sunday versus the Jets, as you guys see, and they're not having a great season so far either, but I don't know that that is surprising. They do have rookie quarterback Geno Smith starting, so we're definitely going to try to make him uncomfortable. And as you guys see, he's getting ready, getting the troops ready, so hopefully he's been able to take a leadership role with this team for the Jets' sake. For our sake, we hope to make him uncomfortable like we did right there, making him roll out of the pocket, but he could not escape Michael Johnson. And in the words of Deion Sanders, pay the man. That was a terrible impression, but whatever. I mean, we really do need to pay him, though. We have to re-sign him. We have to give him big bucks. And I actually did try to sign him to a new deal, but he actually rejected, even though I gave him above his desired contract length and worth. So that's something I do not understand about Madden, why they have a player desiring such and such contract, and then when you give them above and beyond that such and such contract, they still reject it. And you know, I hope that doesn't cause me to lose any key players on the Bengals team. You guys know that I do have to re-sign Geno. He has rejected one offer, so it's either offer him a better contract, which I did and I'm waiting for a response to, or we lose our best player on the team to free agency due to Madden not accurately telling me what a player wants. And I won't blame it on Madden, because you know, I can offer him better money, but I don't know, it's just irritating to me when a guy is desiring this much and I offer him more and he still rejects it. You know what I'm saying? You guys should understand it's irritating. If you've gotten to this point in Madden, maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. But you guys see Drake Kirkpatrick's second year man has been playing tremendously, and when I say tremendously, I mean tremendously, shutting down, making tackles, and getting interceptions. As you guys see, he does so there, picking off the rookie Geno Smith, and we're gonna hand it off to him on 1st down and 10 on the right side, following a lead block by AJ Green on the right side, blocking off the edge for him, getting him a few extra yards. And we're going to throw off a screen to him right here, and he has a lot of room. Going to cut back to the right side and juke two players out of their socks. And he'll take this one for the touchdown. And a lot of you guys may be asking, is Gio going to get Rookie of the Year? Stay tuned at the end of this video. Do not skip, though. Don't skip. Watch the game. At the end of this episode, following the game, we'll be looking at season awards along with Pro Bowl voting. So I hope you guys will stay tuned for that. We have a lot of information at the end of this video, and that's not it. I will show a lot of housekeeping activities here in the Bengals organization. So like I said, for like the third time or second time, stay tuned. But on 3rd down and 3, you guys see I completely messed up that first tackle in the backfield with Reggie Nelson, and that will set up Geno Smith to throw a touchdown to a very wide open Jeremy Curley. So the New York Jets take a 14-7 lead over the conference best Cincinnati Bengals. And we're actually losing to a bottom dweller like the New York Jets at this point in this season. Who knows, they could turn it around behind the leadership of their rookie. But as you guys see, Andrew Hawkins is filling in for the injured Bernard Scott. He actually has a herniated disc and will be out for a few more weeks, and then he'll get back. You guys know he played a big part in a lot of our wins this season, so we will definitely be missing him as Andy Dalton will fight trying to get into the end zone. In our 2-minute offense, we're going to try a pitch out to Bernard on 3rd down. That is never a good play call to me. I don't know why I tried it. The pitches never really work. But we will settle for a David Buehler field goal, so we cut the lead to 4 for the New York Jets. And Geno Smith is getting happy feet in the pocket, and he will throw a very, very bad pass. And this one, on the other end of it, will be Drake Kirkpatrick for the 2nd time this half. So he's been great. And Andy Dalton's going to throw this one up to Eric Decker, new Cincinnati Bengal, with a one-handed catch. And then going down at around the 50-yard line. So the Bengals are just trying to get a few more yards. As you guys know, we have David Buehler, a very, very big-booted kicker, if that makes sense, which means he has a strong leg. And we just need a few more yards to get him in his range, but Andy Dalton will fumble following the sack, and it will be recovered by Landry on the play. Interestingly enough, up to this point in the season, the offensive line has done a great job at protecting 3rd-year man Andy Dalton. As you guys see, 1st-year man Geno Smith will throw his 3rd pick of the half, and cutting it back to the outside is Reggie Nelson, and he will get caught by Geno Smith. I almost keep calling him Geno Atkins, but that will take us into the halftime period as we will trail by 4 to the New York Jets, and we're going to hand it off to Giovanni Bernard as he will get a very nice game past midfield into Jets territory, and he has 64 yards on the day following that big chunk of yards right there. And we're going to go for the play action pass. We're going to dump it off to Chris Presley and break in a couple of tackles. He will get the 1st down. 1st reception for 10 yards for him. We don't really go to him offensively that much. We're going to throw up a jump ball, and it will be picked off by D. Milliner. I made a mistake in throwing that one up with Eric Decker being on the receiving end, but that's not really his strength. You know, he's a possession receiver, go over the middle, runs good routes. Not really a jump ball receiver in the least, you know what I'm saying, if you ask me. But I have to go to A.J. Green if I want to do that. You know, he's a jump up and go get it type of receiver. But nonetheless, they would not be able to do anything following the interception by D. Milliner. So the Bengals have the ball back, but they face a 3rd down and long as Andy Dalton will be picked off by Quentin McKell for his 2nd interception of the day, and he will take the ball immediately into Bengals territory. And on 3rd down and 10, they're going to hand it off to Mike Goodson, and I would say he was gone because he has that breakaway speed, but Reggie Nelson was right there to get his shoelace to stop him from scoring. And Stephen Hill, or Stephen Hill, I'm not sure exactly how he prefers it being said, will be our cornerback on the play. So they take an 11-point lead. So the Bengals definitely have to get it together here in the 4th quarter if we want to win this game. And to be completely honest, that has not been a problem all year. So we're going to hit BenJarvus Green-Ellis on the screen. And he has a blocker out front, and A.J. Green seals the touchdown for BenJarvus Green-Ellis off of the screen play. We usually hit Giovanni Bernard on those plays, but this time we decided to hit the law firm, and we're going to go for 2, and we're going to hand it off to Giovanni Bernard out of the shotgun formation, and that will trim the deficit for the Bengals down to 3. They were previously losing by 11 points before they got the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and Marcus Hunt was right there in the face of Geno Smith, but still was able to get an accurate throw off to receiver Santonio Holmes. But they still face a 3rd down and 10, and they will be forced to punt following a dropped interception by safety Reggie Nelson. Andy Dalton and the Bengals back on the ball. They're going to hit Eric Decker on the left side of the field, getting them deep into Jet territory. And on 2nd down and 4, we're going to try to play action. Andy Dalton is looking, sees wide open Tyler Eifert. He wanted to break that tackle and get into the end zone. Nonetheless, he will still get the Bengals down to the 2-yard line. And Andy Dalton is on this drive, and he is in a rhythm with 5 completed passes in a row. And we're going to finish off this drive like we always do to Giovanni Bernard. And just like that, the Bengals take the lead for the first time today after trailing throughout all 3 quarters and a half of this 4th quarter. But Mike Goodson gets the ball dumped off to him, and Geno Smith set him up right there to take the big hit from Vontaze Burfict. And on 3rd down and 10, they're going to dump it off to him again, and this time he will not take a big hit, but he still will fall short. And the Bengals on 3rd down and 10, we have to convert this. A clutch reception by Eric Decker, and now all we have to do is run the clock out, but the injury bug has gotten into the Bengals locker room as our brand new wide receiver will be hurt on the play, and we're going to try to run the clock out and not give the Jets an opportunity to score. They have been hot on offense all day today, except for the 4th quarter, so we really have to do something, to get a first down right here on 3rd down and 9, and we're going to hit Andrew Hawkins, who can stay in bounds for a very nice gain, and that will seal it for the New York Jets. So the Bengals come from behind once again, although this time it did not require a game-winning touchdown toss. And, we like it that way. We don't want to put ourselves under too much pressure. Usually we come through, but the Bengals are human. The Cardiac Cats are human. If that makes sense, listen to what I just said. The Cardiac Cats are human. Cats are humans. You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. But the Bengals move on to 7-1 on the season. I have to say that is very impressive. Although that most of our wins, except for one versus the Cleveland Browns, have been by less than 10 points. So it's sort of bittersweet, if you ask me, because we should be blowing some of these teams out, yet they stay in games until late, and the Bengals put themselves under a lot of pressure. I hope that if we make it to the playoffs, which I'm pretty sure we will, unless we have some type of massive meltdown, that luck doesn't run out in the playoffs. That would be terrible. But as you guys see, we're going to take a look at the Pro Bowl. As I said, we have a lot of housekeeping to do at the end of this episode following the Jets game. And, guys, if you have been watching, we did just come out with the W. And we're looking at the Pro Bowl. Andy Dalton was making it. Jermaine Gresham is making it. And practically our whole entire offensive line. We have 2 guards making it, 2 left guards. Zeitler, I believe that's a 2nd-year right guard, is making it. And then we have a center making it, Trevor Robinson. And I'm not sure if that's just because they don't get in and they don't allow sacks. But I don't know. But you guys see both our left and right end, Dunlap and Michael Johnson, the QB killers, are making the Pro Bowl. You guys will see them in Hawaii. I don't even think you can play the Pro Bowl in this game, but we don't have any cornerbacks, which is surprising, and we catch a lot of interceptions, so that was sort of weird to me that we have all those offensive linemen but don't have any cornerbacks or safeties. I think Sean Williams should be there. I think that Drake Kirkpatrick, Pac-Man Jones, Leon Hall, all should be there. I know that would be too much, but I think they should at least get one of them in there. The Bengals secondary has been playing very, very well this season. So I didn't want to be biased and just show you guys the AFC for the Pro Bowl. I wanted you guys to see who they will be facing. I believe they show the score for it, but I really don't think you can play it. I really want to, though. I really love playing those All-Star games and Pro Bowls and everything. But that's it for the Pro Bowl. We're going to move on to trying to negotiate with Geno Atkins. Okay, guys, you see, we're offering him a 5-year deal worth $44 million, right? And his desired contract, if you look to the right, is $38.5 for 5 years. Actually, we're going to increase it to $45.5 million in worth, okay? We're going to submit it. His agent will get back to me next week, okay? And we're going to see if he accepts that. I believe that might be the one he rejected. And as far as housekeeping goes, we're going into real housekeeping. We're going to actually renovate our parking lot. As you guys see, we're a level 3 with a 51 overall rating. So that's just unacceptable. So we're going to go ahead and renovate that. So our fan happiness will go up. I had a lot of money to spend this week. So I went ahead and renovated the parking lot. So right now we're going to take a look at the annual awards. And Andy Dalton is number 1 for MVP, and some of the names that he's over is Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. Coach of the year, as it stands at the midway point, is Jim Harbaugh, followed by Marvin Lewis. For the AFC offensive player of the year is Jamal Charles. 3rd is Andy Dalton. 4th is Giovanni Bernard. That's very impressive. Defensive player of the year right now is Derek Johnson, and we don't have any Bengals on that list. Offensive rookie of the year, we have 2 on this list. Number 1 is Giovanni Bernard. Number 4 is Tyler Eifert. That is very impressive for me. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I was hoping to see Sean Williams a little bit higher, but as you guys see, he's number 5. You know, he can still move up though. Best QB, of course, is the leading MVP right now, and that's Andy Dalton. Best running back, number 2, is Giovanni Bernard. So I think they give him a lot of credit because he is, you know, versatile, can receive, run, and is really good on punt return. But as you guys see, best defensive lineman, we have the 2 QB killers up there, and best defensive back, Drake Kirkpatrick is number 2, and as you guys see, Adam Jones is right there at number 5. Best kicker, Adam Vinatieri right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We covered a lot of things in this episode, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.